Larry Dean, best old boy you've ever seen. He worked hard all his life until he couldn't go no more. He was my bestest friend, and I was with him until the end. When the good Lord said, Larry Dean, it's time to go. I met old Larry Dean, we was over at Uncle Gene's. Gene said, this here's the wild man from Borneo. Had long hair down his back, he had a beard down to his belly. Larry Dean, he was a sight to behold. He worked hard all his life, he was a master carpenter. Larry Dean, he was the best woodsmith I'd ever seen. He needed a pole barn built, or maybe a cabinet door fixed. You could always count on Larry Dean. Then one day he got bad sick, he had a heart attack. The doctors come, said, Larry Dean, you're gonna have to take it slow. Larry Dean, he couldn't sit still, and it wasn't long until he was in an electric scooter, he was back out on the road. He was a sight to see, coming at you down the street in his electric scooter, sunshades on, coming at you down the road. Long hair flowing in the wind, wearing a black headband. Sometimes he looked like old Geronimo. Now you'd see old Larry Dean most everywhere about town, whizzing by 5 miles an hour in his electric cart. In the evenings he'd stop by, we'd sit outside and get high, drink beer and smoke weed until it was dark. Then the angel of death showed up, family and friends was called in. Larry Dean, he was in bed, his time was growing near. I walked down to his house where the family had gathered round, and Larry Dean, he was sipping on his last beer. Well, we talked about the good old days, our rough and rowdy ways. Then he said, let's smoke a joint, one joint for old time's sake. But when I fired it up and I handed it to Larry Dean, he drifted off to sleep for the last time. Larry Dean, best old boy you'd ever seen. He worked hard every day until he couldn't go no more. He was my bestest friend, and I was with him until the end. When the good Lord said, Larry Dean, it's time to go.